overemphasize is that he knew beforehand that Raja was not a worker. He was
this Roger Jackson situation. There's more and more information coming out every day, every hour, every minute, right? You have this guy is the guy that pulled Roger Jackson off of Syko Sid, and which he was right to do, and thank God that he did. But like I said in my last video, this is more genuine than going and running to a podcast to speak your truth. That's just my opinion. Now, in that podcast, did they give good information, and did it seem like they was, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get their name out there and trying to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize on a viral moment? No. But like I said before, doing this is just way more genuine because you're not running to go do anything. You're just picking up your phone. Hey, this is what happened. This is what I did. This is what I seen, what I saw. You know what I'm saying? This is what I stand for as a man. And, you know what I'm saying, we take you for face value.
By all of it. Disturbed by what I saw. And I want to clear something up real quick because one of the wrestlers is getting like threats, death threats. You know, his name is KT King. He's the one who actually called the cops. And he gave a good qualified statement. Somebody screenshotted pictures and sent it to the people we did the video with. I wasn't really aware of what was all said right there, but like that information is valid, but it was hinting at the fact that there's certain people that were so unprofessional that we didn't want communicating to the police. You know, well, I'm not saying we.
That's why they sent that text out. You can tell it was something janky around there. You can tell. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can tell that it was something janky going on. It looked janky from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna react to AJ and what he said, what he said and all that. Like, this is why I said from the beginning, it looked like they was setting Roger up to, you know what I'm saying, either get in the ring because of who he was and what he was doing on Kick. Like, it was a clout chase. It was definitely a clout chase that was set up.
Wasn't a part of it at the time, but that's, you know, that's what he was hinting at. I don't condone violence or hate towards anybody. You know, even Raja, some of the things I'm saying, like, I felt like he was led into that. You know, the person I'm really mad at is the worker that brought him. You know, to me, I feel you're responsible for if I bring a guest into somebody's house and that guest starts jumping on the couch and breaking windows, it's my job to remove that guest. You know? Oh.
Where does that all stand? I know the LAPD was investigating.
And he put the battery in his back. Plus the chat put the battery in his back. Plus his mental issues that he had when he lashed out.
Do you have any idea where any sort of investigation goes? Because you get a lot of people saying that we saw what could be considered attempted murder on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know about all that.
Honestly, dude, I'm one of these people, like I believe in forgiveness. If Stu's not pressing charges, I believe that maybe they could work out a deal where he gets some mental health. If he has to spend time in jail, I hope it's very minimal. Yeah, sorry, I'm still at work. Yeah, you know, like because when this guy is trying to live up to his dad's reputation, you know, he's got these big things, and then you got a guy that's supposed to, you know, be a friend. And instead of being a mentor, you know, taking him back a second and saying, hey, bud, I know you're upset. I know you're mad. I know this happened. I feel like when you have somebody that's volatile, you see his dad's relationship, see how he interacts with his dad. And you can tell clearly he's insecure. You know, he makes videos about like how he doesn't have any money. Only his dad has money, like that. He has all this pent up anger, rage, and aggression. And if he were to just take all of that angry, like, massive chaotic energy and he poured it into self-belief and like something good for himself, like, he'd be a stud, you know? Like, I'm pissed at what he did to my friend. I'm pissed for him punching me in the face. I'm pissed for him that when I went to take him off and told him to calm down, he tried to double leg me. Because if he would have double legged me, he would have done the same thing to me that he did to Stu. You know, he would have hurt me very badly. You know, like just one punch cut my eye open. He punches like a tank. You know, strong kid, a strong man.
I know you're back to work. Have you spoke to anybody in the hospital? Anybody close to Stu? How is he doing?
Yeah. I could zoom out and read it, but the gist of it was, you know, he remembers mostly what happened during the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit. He's alert. He's still got some injuries that are very serious. Not like, you know, life-threatening serious, but like, you know, facial injuries, stuff like that.
Yeah, he probably rearranged this shit. Broken face bones, like he gonna have to get surgery. And it's a lot of people try to make fun of you for getting surgery or like getting a nose job or whatever. But like in these certain cases, bro, like I'm pretty sure he broke his nose. He probably broke his jaw. He said he punched out multiple numbers of teeth. It's just crazy, bro. He was wrong. Roger was wrong, point blank period. But he was definitely antagonized and led to doing that. And I like how bruh calm with his shit, like on the phone, like this is genuine shit. This is genuine shit. I'm not going to no podcast to go, you know what I'm saying, make a big hoopla about this, that. No, this is what happened. This is what's going on. These are my genuine feelings towards the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So we about to hop over to the AJ side. And everybody, I've been said that from the get-go, from when I first reacted to this. Like, I feel like he was wrong. Because it's like, there is no backstage pass. There is no, like, anything. And then, also, information is the sumo guy, the Samoan that's back there, you know what I'm saying, the multiple people that he was talking to at first, those are, he said that's the promoter or whatever. I think the promoter is like is the white guy that was in that pink suit or whatever. But you got this, like, it's just so much janky shit going on. So we about to get into that.
That's a receipt, bitch. That's all the fuck I told Roger to do. The only thing I told.
Bro, why is you yelling, bro? You have too much aggression, my boy. Why is you yelling, my boy? That's crazy. Look at your face. Look at your face. You taking too much steroid pills, man. I mean, testosterone pills and shit, my nigga. You guys to chill out. Like, if you know what I'm saying, you telling him to get the risk. Like, he shouldn't even have been in that situation in the first place. I don't think that's what. Yeah, you took him back there to meet wrestlers and you know what I'm saying, he was getting this special treatment as a backstage pass to whatever y'all had going on, right? But you are responsible. Point blank period. You are responsible for his actions, for bringing, like, all of that, bro. You cannot, and nobody has yet to explain why that man came back there and hit him over the head with the beer can. Nobody has yet to explain that in any of these videos.
All Roger to do was give him a fucking receipt because that's what the promoter wanted to do, to fucking be done.
This storyline, and then the shit gets out of hand, and you not.
Watch the video. Who told Roger to throw the punch? Watch the fucking video.
I'm telling people.
Here. I'll give you a hint. You ready? And I quote: "Get in there and fuck that motherfucker up."
I'm gonna have you run in and fuck that motherfucker up in the mat. You ready for that?
Yeah.
Did that come out of my mouth? No, came out of the promoter's mouth.
Okay. This is the thing though, bro. This is the question that I have to ask. Did Roger know that he was going to be coming into this as a storyline? You are the celebrity guest, just like with the WWE done with other people that's not a part of WWE. Floyd Mayweather, you've had IShowSpeed, all these guys come in here and they participate in these matches, right? But I guarantee you they know what's going on. I guarantee you they have signed contracts. I guarantee you that there are many of things they have done before they have stepped in that ring. When he got hit over the head with the beer can, his reaction was he didn't even know what was going on. That's my question. Did he know? That's going to tell everything. If he knew what was going on, if Roger knew that he was going back here not to just be a fan or not to just, you know what I'm saying, be a streamer that's getting, you know what I'm saying, special treatment, to go back there and meet you guys and meet the other wrestlers, did he know he was a part of a storyline, or did y'all secretly have a storyline and involved him in it, knowing how he is? Let me explain. If I say, hey, bro, I need you to go over there, you know what I'm saying? Bro, when you come in there, just slap him over the head with the big can. It's an empty jump right there. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do it too, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Slap him, see what he do. If he get mad, you know what I'm saying? We going, you know what I'm saying? We gonna try to get him in there. See what I'm saying? If you're the friend, you know how he is. I'm gonna want my lick back. Now, how far he went, you or the promoter didn't know. That's the money question. That's gonna let us know if it was premeditated or not. That's gonna let them know the involvement or not. Did he know? Like, what? That's what caused everything. You have to go to the cause before the effect. The cause was him slapping him over the head with the beer can. That's just not something you do when you first meet somebody. That's just not.
Fuck you. What, I'm supposed to kayfabe this shit to protect them? Fuck you. Y'all niggas watching me burn. Y'all told me to shut up and not say nothing just so I can fucking get buried. Fuck y'all. No, I ain't shutting up about nothing. I'm telling the whole fucking truth. Like it or not. And if you don't like it, pull up, bitch. I ain't got nothing to lose. Pull up. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why Roger ain't need to be hanging with you. I ain't got nothing to lose. It's crazy. That's crazy. What is y'all like you damn near might be a crash out too.
The one point that I really want to overemphasize is that he knew beforehand that Raja was not a worker. He was not a worker. He knew.
Okay, so if he knew beforehand that he wasn't a worker, now the next question is, did he act on his own merit? Did anybody else have a conversation with him, letting him know who he? That's what I'm saying. They knew who he was. They knew who he was. Some people be like, oh, if you wasn't there, whatever. No, if you know how to, like, if you have common sense and you can put shit together, and you know how human beings work, shit be kind of easy. Some shit you just don't know, but some shit be kind of like, it be like putting a puzzle together. Now the next question is, did he act on his own merit? If he knew that Raja was not a worker, he was not part of the wrestling business, he was back there with AJ, you know what I'm saying, AJ was, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, putting him in his world, right? Did he decide to do that on his own, or did somebody put him up to it? That's the question that you have to get answered. You might have to go to Syko, or you might have to go to somebody, you know what I'm saying? That's what you have to go to. His phone records to see who told you about Raja, and did you do this on your own? You have to go to the cause before the effect. So did you just decide on your own, I'm going to slap him across the head? You knew he wasn't a worker from the get-go. I want to try to go viral because I know who he is. Because if you know, like I said, he knew who he was, so you know he's Rampage Jackson's son. You know he streams on Kick. You know he has some type of audience. You feel what I'm saying? And this is something that a lot of streamers need to really, really pay attention to. Streamers, YouTubers, people of significance, you know what I'm saying, like that have a following. You need to pay attention to this, because there are people that will look up your shit and do not really a background check, but know like what you have going on if you have motion. And if you come around them, they will try to do something abnormal to go viral.
That beforehand. But if you just look at the video, it looks like, oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know. But from somebody that was there, that's not the truth. And there.
Don't have your girlfriend in there. Don't have your nieces and your nephews and shit in there. They did. But let me bring somebody in that's there for business. That don't really look like everybody else that was in there. Or we
see, okay, we gotta get, okay. So you bringing him for business is basically saying, that's what I'm saying. If they already knew he wasn't a worker, I don't think that he was supposed to be a part of any storyline. He was just there as the person, the creator that has an audience to bring eyeballs to what they got going on. I've been put that together, bro. Before all of this shit started to come out, I've been put that together. It was still questions in pockets that I didn't know, that I wasn't for sure on, but now they're starting to be cleared up. That Syko knew about Raja. He knew that he wasn't a worker. He knew who he was. The thing is, I think Raja was there to just support AJ. AJ is conscious enough to know who Raja is, to also know that, okay, yeah, he's just chilling, but this is still bringing you some type of business because he's going to stream this. So other people that's watching him are going to see what we have going on, right? The question is, that's what I'm saying. You have to go to the cause before the effect. The question is, why did he come in there and smash the beer can over his head? That is the $1 million question. Were you told to do that to get a reaction out of him, to try to get him in the ring? Because now we've seen with WWE and different, you know what I'm saying, wrestling matches and stuff like that, they bring these celebrity guests on to get in the ring. It's just to bring that person's audience into this world. Did they look at Raja as being there, saying, okay, we have an opportunity in our face, let's go ahead and capitalize on the opportunity? How can we do that? Hey, I need you to go in there, hit him over the head with the can, see how he react. 9 times out of 10, he's going to want his lick back. Then that's you see what I'm going at now? You have to put the pieces together. This is not me just throwing shit out there. I'm going based off the events of what happened.
Not a problem. Yeah. That part. Hello. What is alcohol doing in the fucking locker room? Why are we getting intoxicated before the fucking show? Every fucking show for 6 years. And
you just now saying something though, bro? Like, bro, just because you going off like this, bro, and you probably heard Mark Henry, you know what I'm saying, say something about it, which is a guy that's a WWE legend, a wrestling legend. And now see, this is what's going to really, really open a lot of people's eyes, and how these people that's involved in this situation start to view things. Because if that's been happening for 6 years and you never removed yourself and you never went to another facility or another place where you can go do what you love to do, and you've been doing this for 6 years, you are a part of that. That is 6 years. So you telling me out of the 6 years that you've been there, you've been seeing this, you never drunk anything? You never, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Now you might not have, but from the outside looking in, you been there for 6 years and they've been doing this for the 6 years you've been here for. You are part of that. You allow that around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that can't be a talking point. It's just that once that guy that's been to where you've been at said that we don't even tolerate that type of shit, now it becomes a problem that I you know what I'm saying? Now it's to the forefront. But for them 6 years that you was there, you know what I'm saying? You didn't remove yourself. I can't say you can't say anything because you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, what's going on right now. But you never removed yourself. You never you've been there for 6 years.
Tell me if I'm lying, motherfucker, because I did it with you.
Oh, well, shit then. You see what I'm saying? All right then. My bad.
Yeah, that part. You want to bury me? You're all coming down with me. I'm that motherfucker.
Not only does he claim that Stu is pretty intoxicated.
Yeah, bro, he is like, you giving Crash Out vibes too. You and Roger ain't need to be friends, bro. Like, you're almost like you're giving Crash Out vibes as well, bro. Like, relax. Like, you like all of that shit matters, bro. Because all this shit might be used in the court of law.
But he also claims that Stu and a lot of other wrestlers knew who Raja was and that he was streaming before the attack. But if that were true, why did more people not mention it right as the attack happened? Did more people know that Stu was gonna attack Raja? Was this some sort of ploy to try and get Raja and Rampage somehow involved with their wrestling school?
Bruh, see, you gotta listen to what he said, bruh.
Raja and Rampage somehow in Raja? Was this attack happened? Did more the attack? But if that were true, why Raja was and that he was intoxicated? But he also claims that Stu and a lot of other wrestlers knew who Raja was and that he was streaming before the attack. But
we already knew that. I already put that piece together. There's no way he was in there. You didn't know who he was. That's not the question you need to be asking. The question is, why did he hit him over the head with a beer can? Who either did he do that on his own merit, or did somebody tell him to do that? So they can antagonize him to get him in the ring. If they smart enough to think further down the line, if we got him in the ring, maybe we can get his father in the ring. That's something further down the line, but we are talking about right here, right now, what's in front of our faces, and that is Raja. That's the question that needs to be asked. Because you don't get past that. You don't just gloss over that. Why would you do that? There has to be a reason why you did that. You already knew who he was. You already knew that he was streaming.
I made it very clear who Raja was from the jump. In fact, I introduced Raja before he even fucking walked up into that general vicinity as being the son of Rampage and a live streamer who...
Yeah. Now more is starting to come out. And that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why sometimes, bro, I get it. I get like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like you're because he might be, it might come off as anger and crash out energy, but he could be telling the truth. It's just that he's so mad that the situation is turning on him that it's coming out that way. But he might be telling the truth. And I really feel like deep down in my heart that either somebody told him to do that, to get him in the, that's what I'm saying, to get him in the ring and to try to go viral. And that's how, because you know what I'm saying, normally streamers that have the type of following that Raja had and who is a famous like son of someone that people know of, like to get them in them type of environments, they have to be paid. It has to be like, it's damn near like a controlled environment. They know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. Like this kind of feels like he went out there on his own, supporting his friend, and he thought that he really did try to do the right thing though. So when you come from other bruh video, it's like he's saying he had a problem with Syko, this, that, and the third, AJ, all this stuff, right? To make it seem, it could be true, we don't know, to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, he used Raja because he knew that Raja was unstable, to get him to do that, and that was AJ way of using Raja, or whatever the case may be. AJ is basically saying, you know what I'm saying, no, everybody knew who Raja was. Everybody knew that he was a streamer. Everybody knew he was the son of Rampage Jackson. He was only there just to, you know what I'm saying, support me. He wasn't even supposed to be in the ring. That's the vibes that I'm getting from what he's saying on his story. So like I said, everything goes back to this question right here. Why did he hit him over the head with a beer can? Did you do it on your own merit, or did somebody tell you to do it? Because if he did it on his own merit, then somewhat of it, you get what you deserve. Did he go too far? Yes. If you was told to do that, now this becomes a bigger investigation, and whoever told you to do that and everybody that was involved with trying to get this to go down becomes liable.
Is currently rolling right now. Rolling, yeah, his camera's on as he is live right now. Is that okay? Oh yeah, his dad's who? Oh, Rampage? Oh yeah. Hey, tell him to bring his dad too. Get his dad over here. This is great. This is good for us. It's good for business. It'll be good for all of us. Go ahead, record whatever you want. And tell me if I'm fucking lying. As the Lord God Almighty is my witness, there will not be a lie that comes out of my mouth.
Now, so far we have two stories from two different wrestlers who do not like each other.
That's the small calf, small ass chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
No reason to defend each other, yet both blame the unprofessionalism of the wrestling school and the promoters for allowing something like this to happen. When confronted about the clip of him telling Raja to give Syko Stu his receipt, he says that he was only following the orders that the promoter had told him to do, which was to work the camera and to make sure that Raja was able to get into the ring later that day and be able to interrupt the match.
Yeah, bro. They're all liable for this. It's not just Roger. If that's the case, the police are going to, like, once he able to talk and whatever, the police are going to have to, you know what I'm saying, question Syko. They're going to have to question the wrestling school. Like, they're going to have to question AJ to figure out the cause before the effect. Because they're all a part of it. Instead of doing business the right way through contracts and negotiations, this is something that should have been talked about before this even happened. It just so happened that he's friends with Roger and he decided to come and stream this because he wanted to support, you know what I'm saying? He trying to whatever, like he's basically doing the IRL. He didn't plan on getting in the ring. It's just that y'all used Syko, created a storyline, used his eagerness against him because y'all know that he's probably going to want to get his lick back, and then his unstable mental capacity and his anger issues from what he's been dealing with internally came out, and now you get that.
Promoter sent me away with Raja to work out the details.
Okay, hey, set it up where who's gonna come in and put him down.
I'm straight.
Make sure he get it.
Watch the video. I didn't tell him to go beat that man. One punch. I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welling.
Now, I don't want to jump the gun because I know more and more about this story is going to get exposed as the days goes on, but this would answer so much questions about why that group chat is not working with the proper authorities, why they were told to not work with the proper authorities, and what they have to hide or who they're protecting.
And then up walks someone. Well, don't worry about them. You know who I am? Oh, no, I don't know who you are. Well, you should. I'm such and such. I don't know who the fuck that is. Pop! Need I say more? That wasn't a work. That wasn't a fucking storyline. That was a fucking shoot. For those that are offended at the fact that I just told the truth, fuck you. Because now my fucking life is ruined over your lies. So fuck you.
Before you tell your story, before we went live, you were talking. If you're okay talking about it, just how this has impacted your life, your personal life.
I got a call from my fucking job. We saw the TMZ video. You're an accessory to an attempted murder. We gotta let you go.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, this shit, that's what I'm saying. This shit is deeper than what is on the surface, bro.